Hi everybody. There's like 37 of you. But all of you count and all of you matter. So thank you if you actually watch my videos as I learn how to do YouTube and what I want to do here. This is all just for fun, of course. I don't make any money off of this, and I am not a professional ASMR person, tarot reader, entertainer, anything like that. So this is just for fun and for you. So I'm gonna do a soft-spoken tarot reading for the new moon that we have coming up right now, and I hope you enjoy it. The mic is on the floor right now, so that's why I'm bending over, and I might move it. But first, let me shuffle the cards and make some nice noises, maybe with my 3 and only little crystals. Okay. Just my regular old deck. Maybe I'll get some cool cards in the future. Sounds are good. I don't know. We'll see when I'm editing. Hope it's not too harsh. I'm so bad at shuffling, guys. Ah. There you go. Leo, the Emperor. This strikes me as a very Leo card in general, but this new moon, you got the Emperor. So Leos, I think, generally pride themselves on putting out a good face to the world and having it all together. Not always, I'm generalizing, but image and respect and being admired and loved publicly, I think, are important, and that's the vibe that this gives off this month, this new moon. This month, you need to hold it down for yourself and for others. Others might be feeling a little lost or meek in your life, or maybe you have been feeling that way lately. But this month, I think I said this for another sign, but whether you feel like it or whether this is coming naturally, you can and are going to be the Emperor. So speak with authority, make smart, definitive decisions, the ones that you know are right. Stick to the rules, do the right thing, follow the right processes, and you'll be successful in whatever you're starting, whatever you're doing. But this is just reminding you to renew your sense of confidence, your sense of self, your sense of authority. You can be the Emperor of your own life, because I'm sure you already are, but this new moon, you can be the Emperor for others, and not in a mean or bossy or know-it-all way. Don't do that, but guiding, showing people the way, that would be helpful, especially for people who don't want to do that, like Geminis. We want to do shortcuts, we want to not abide by the rules and the law. So take your Gemini friend and be their Emperor this month and say, hey, okay, so you have a great idea for a book that you want to write. Let's lay out the steps together. Let's set timelines, deadlines to outlines, and we can do this. That sort of thing. So be the Emperor that you always are. Not always, but the Emperor that's always inside you. And good luck on this new moon cycle. Alright, bye Leo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. The star in reverse. The star in reverse. Virgo. Sorry, I had to move. My legs were falling asleep. Sorry, I had to move. My legs were falling asleep because I'm on the floor. I don't have a couch or a desk right now. So, the star in reverse. This wouldn't necessarily be like a great sign most of the time, but the positives or the constructive aspects of this card that you can use for the new moon are that if you're feeling tested this month by the world, the universe, your situation, everybody around you, anything that shakes your faith in the world, humanity, your purpose on this earth, all of that we experience as humans, you're going to need to take time for yourself, to take care of yourself, do things that make you happy, that make you healthy, that clear your energy, that revive your spirit, and just take a moment to start over mentally and spiritually and maybe physically. Refresh yourself, whatever that means to you, so you won't crumble under pressure or out of depression or despair. Like, the universe, the way I'm seeing this is like the cosmos and the universe. Things rotate, they revolve, they turn around, they do all sorts of things. And to us as humans, that might be scary because we don't like to be upside down. We don't like when things are turned around. We don't like when we can't see things clearly, etc. But the stars don't care. The cosmos doesn't care. The universe doesn't care. It just goes on. It knows that this is part of the cycle that it needs to go through. It's still beautiful. It's still shining. It's still there. Matter never totally goes away. It's just transformed. So you can be a star. Your life might be turning upside down, or you might feel topsy-turvy, but you are a star. And you'll come back around to this probably next new moon. But even upside down, you can hang in there. Sorry if that's cheesy, but you can. You just have to give yourself the strength to do so by taking care of yourself. Okay. Bye, Virgo. Libra, the Two of Wands. Libra, the Two of Wands. Libra. So this new moon, a lot of us are just focusing on the month ahead, the cycle ahead. But I think for you, Libra, you're going to start thinking about the future in a long-term sense, your long-term goals. And you're an air sign, and I'm no expert, but a lot of us aren't like that great at planning, especially planning far ahead into the future and sticking to those plans and doing what we need to do to get to where we wanted to be. Where we want to be changes. So, but maybe there's something that has been with you all along. Like, you know you want to buy a house, but you know that you're far from being able to do so. So this month you might have to sit down and start taking a hard look at your world, as this guy is looking at his little world in his hand, and start planning. Start making changes. You're not ready to probably act on buying a house yet, or doing anything concrete that will really be leading you, like not doing the things leading right up to it. Like, you're not going to go to a real estate agent and start looking at houses yet or anything. but you need to start planning. You need to start getting your head straight, because there are some things that all of us want long term. Like, I can't even think of anything because I'm a Gemini and everything changes. But yeah, like, I've always wanted to buy property. That has never changed. I've always wanted to own a car. That has never changed. Like, these things might sound silly or minor, but to me, they're huge, and that's the only things that I've wanted. So maybe you have things like that too. So start planning and use this new moon energy to ride that wave and get you where you need to go. Okay, bye Libra. Scorpio, the 10 of Wands, Scorpio. The 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands doesn't always look like a good card to me, because this guy is carrying this heavy burden. He's doing a lot of work, and we don't know what he's doing this for. But if you've been carrying heavy burdens and you know what you're doing all of your work for, which I'm sure you do, this new moon cycle might mean that all of the heaviest work or the feeling of heaviness might be going away. Maybe you're getting used to your new workload. Maybe a situation is changing. Maybe you've completed a project. So this new moon is probably the beginning of the end of that heaviness. So that's great. So you can keep working. Keep doing what you gotta do. But know that the end is in sight. Don't let things get to you. Don't feel too overwhelmed, or don't feel despair at the amount of work that you have, or the heaviness of some emotional burden or secret that you're carrying, because it's all about to come to a close. Or maybe it already just did, and the new moon is like you just threw these sticks into the pile and you're done and you're free. So yeah, I hope that you're either done or close to done with whatever's bogging you down. Okay, Scorpio, see you later. Sagittarius, you got death. This doesn't mean you're dying or that anybody is dying. Don't get scared. It's a little bit of a scary card, but what are you gonna do? So this new moon, let go of unhealthy attachments, dead weight, things that no longer serve you, whether that's physical stuff, KonMari, your house, your closet, whether that is friendships that are burdensome or one-sided, or romantic relationships that are dead, whether that's a job that is going nowhere and you know that you could do better, you have money saved up, quit and look for a new one, or start looking for a new one. There also, with this card, that signifies that there might be sudden changes for you, or big shifts in your life. But since I'm focusing on the positive aspects of each card with this new moon and what you need to do to make the best of it, if there's any big change or big shift that happens, look at it as a blessing, as an opportunity to create a life that's more in line with what you want, that's more in line with the path that your soul is taking in this lifetime, however you want to look at it. Embrace change, make something great out of it, and that's the way that you can use this new moon to your advantage. Transform yourself, cut out the clutter, cut out the dead weight, and embrace change, whether that's just changing your closet to a minimal organized closet, whether that's quitting an abusive job or leaving an abusive relationship. Don't be afraid. Everything will work out the way it's supposed to work out, or it will work out better than you think. Okay, so bye Scorpio. No, you're not Scorpio. Bye Sagittarius.